Your sled pull is exactly like mine. It goes from a 730 to a 330, and you end up being, top 5 in my pro category in my last race. So today we're going to go through the sled pull. This is one of the events where I've taken 4 minutes off my first ever Hyrox to my last one, which was my PB. So that's 4 full minutes, which is a huge in comparison to your total time. And I see this a lot when I see the events, and you can really tell the people who haven't been taught how to do the sled pull or are doing it for the first time and doing all the things that I did on your first experience. If you don't know, you don't know, and you're just trying to pull this heavy weight as hard as you can, and at a pro weight, it ain't moving. And that's the issue with why it takes so long. So I'm gonna go through step by step some of the things you wanna work on and some of the things you don't wanna do and you do wanna focus on within your box. All right, so when you get in from that run, you wanna make sure that straight away you're utilizing the whole box. Okay, from the start, you obviously can't go over this line. I've got the band there for today for my line. You can't go over that. And you also can't go outside the box, okay? Otherwise you'll get warnings, get a couple of warnings, they'll give you a penalty, which you don't want. So, with the sled pull on the Hyrox men's is a 100 plus sled, so about 152 kilos. It is heavy, it is really heavy, and you can't use your arms. What most people want to do is they'll get in here, and if they haven't done it before, they start really using their arms, and they'll bend their arms, and they'll have no slack straight away, and they'll grab it here, but then straight away, they'll hold it and they'll yank it with their arms like this, all right? Which what happens is when you do that, you've got all the force through your arms, and your arms are not strong. You can think your arms are strong, but they're not strong enough to pull all that weight. Same thing with all the sort of weight divisions of the sled pull in the Hyrox and Open and Women's Pro and Women's Open as well. It's the whole thing. You have to use your legs. Your legs are your power muscles. Your legs are where this is going to move nice and easy. Now that I've got used to doing it, I'm able to pull this and make it a strength of mine rather than being a negative. And what happens is with the total time of Hyrox, especially early on, you've done the ski, you've done the sled push, come in for the sled pull, it can really be a defining factor in terms of where you finish off in your total time. So what we want to do, all right, instead of using their arms and leaning back, okay, and you see a lot of people, they'll fall over the rope, they'll fall over their feet. That's what I did the first time, and it wasn't too funny, I can tell you that. But they're leaning back like this, and they're trying to really pull from their arms, and they'll end up doing this, and then they'll be here, and they won't even use the whole box, and they'll go back. So that's what we don't want to do, okay, because we're not using our legs at all, okay? So right now, I'm going to show you how to use your legs, and what we want to do is we want to take the slack out of the rope, we want to use the whole box, and we want to use our legs. So what I do is I'll lean forward as far as I can, even further than what I think, and I'll have my arms straight and I'll get down nice and low. And from there, I keep my arms straight the whole time. Do not bend your arms. That should be your number one rule. Do not bend your arms. I'm getting nice and low and I'm keeping that still and I'm walking back. And when I get to the end of the box, I give it a big pull. It's the only time when I slightly bend my arms is that last little pull. Because what I want to do is, I want to get that last little tug. But other than that, I come straight in. And one other thing is, you can either pull it and you can hold onto the rope, go in here and grab that slack, or you'll see some people, they'll pull it all the way through, drop it. They'll come through again and they'll pick it up and they'll take the slack off. Now, straight arms, nothing bends, down nice and low, and we lean back and we use our legs. All right, but we don't want to lean back too much until the end, and then we can give it a big pull. Really, if you can get this going right, it sort of takes about sort of full 4 big, long pulls. Now, what I do, which I think is a benefit with the sled pull, is I lean forward a lot. So I'll stay in this position here, and I'll lean forward as much as I can, staying nice and low, using my legs, and then I'll do a big pull at the end. Using the whole square, your whole range. You don't want to go short, because every single one you go short, you're losing it on the sled pull. So hopefully, if we can not use our arms, use our legs, keep your arms straight, drive with our legs, and also be nice and fast in the transition. So once you pulled it, pull all the way through, quickly go again. Urgency, grab it, straight arms, pull. Drop it, straight arms, pull, or keep holding the rope the whole time. All of this combined is gonna make sure your sled pull is exactly like mine. It goes from a 730 to a 330, and you end up being, top 5 in my pro category in my last race, just by making sure that I can follow this technique. Ideally, what happens is you use this, you get straight into a run. It doesn't tire out too much compared to a ski, a sled push, and you've used this momentum to get in front of your time that you want to get in front of your competition, and using this as a strength. So hopefully this will help you in your next Hyrox, taking off 4 minutes and PBing in your next time. Good luck, give it a go, and let me know how you go in the comments.